Welcome back to Technology Review. Today, we've got some major Apple news that's set to shake up the laptop market. The MacBook Air M4 is almost here, and Apple is teasing a game-changing upgrade that you won't want to miss. From performance boosts to potential design changes, let's dive into everything we know so far. Apple teases the M4 MacBook Air launch. Apple has been dropping subtle hints about an upcoming MacBook Air refresh. In a recent social media post, CEO Tim Cook teased "Something's in the air," a direct nod to the MacBook Air lineup. According to leaks, Apple will announce the M4 MacBook Air this week through a press release, instead of a major Apple event. This follows Apple's recent pattern of staggered product launches, with the iPhone 16 revealed just 2 weeks ago and new iPad Pro and iPad Air models rumored for release in another couple of weeks. What's new with the M4 MacBook Air? The M4 chip is the biggest highlight of this refresh, and early benchmark leaks suggest a noticeable performance jump over its predecessor. Leaked Geekbench scores indicate a metal score of around 55,000, which is a solid jump from the M3 MacBook Air's 48,000 to 49,000 range. The 10-core GPU configuration with up to 24 GB of RAM is designed for improved multitasking and graphic performance. While the MacBook Pro M4 still leads in sustained performance due to its cooling system, the M4 Air is expected to be faster and more efficient for everyday users. Expected features and upgrades. While the M4 MacBook Air primarily focuses on internal improvements, a few notable enhancements could make this refresh more exciting. Center stage for video calls. Apple may finally bring center stage to MacBooks, allowing the front-facing camera to follow your movements during FaceTime or Zoom calls. Nano texture display option. A nano texture glass variant could be introduced, similar to the iMac, reducing glare and improving visibility. New color options. Apple might refresh the MacBook Air color lineup, adding new vibrant shades to differentiate it from the Pro series. 16 GB RAM as standard. Apple could finally ditch the 8 GB base model and start with 16 GB of RAM, making the Air more future-proof. Potential price drop for M3 models. With the launch of the M4 MacBook Air, we could see the M3 MacBook Air drop to $999. Though low inventory might limit availability. What's next for Apple's Mac lineup? Apple has several other Mac updates in the pipeline, and here's what we know. Mac Studio M4, delayed until WWDC 2025. Initially rumored to launch alongside the M4 MacBook Air, the M4 Mac Studio has reportedly been pushed back to June. Apple will likely introduce it at WWDC 2025, which is where Pro-level Macs typically get announced. Expect no major design changes. New space black color option, similar to the MacBook Pro, could be introduced. Potential SD card slot relocation to the front for added convenience. Mac Pro, the missing M4 Extreme chip. Apple has been struggling to develop a high-performance M4 Extreme chip. Initial plans to create an M2 Extreme combining 2 M2 Ultra chips, were scrapped due to engineering challenges. Now, reports suggest Apple is shifting focus to AI server chips rather than high-end Mac chips. However, some analysts believe Apple could still release an M4 Extreme chip later in the year, giving the Mac Pro a true differentiator from the Mac Studio. Does the MacBook Air need a display upgrade? Some Apple fans have been hoping for a higher resolution display on the MacBook Air. While OLED or mini LED technology would be a welcome addition, Apple is likely keeping this feature exclusive to Pro models for now. No cooling fan? A deal breaker? The MacBook Air has been fanless for years, which works well for most users. However, power users running heavy workloads might face thermal throttling. That said, the M4 chip should improve thermal efficiency even further. Common questions answered. Will the M4 MacBook Air be available in early March? Leaks suggest Apple will announce it this week, with availability starting within a few days. Will Apple add a 120Hz promotion display? Many users want promotion, 120Hz refresh rate, but Apple typically reserves this feature for MacBook Pro models. Will there be an M4 Pro version of the MacBook Air? Highly unlikely. The MacBook Air is a consumer-friendly device, and adding an M4 Pro chip would blur the line between the Air and the Pro models. Final thoughts. The M4 MacBook Air may not be a revolutionary upgrade, but it's shaping up to be a solid refresh. With improved performance, new features, and potentially exciting color options, it's a worthwhile update for everyday users. Apple is also gearing up for more AI-driven features, and the Mac lineup is expected to evolve further in the coming years. What features do you wish Apple would add? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Technology Review for more breaking tech updates.